Hi again, welcome to the third video, day 2, video 1 of my Facebook Live coverage from the All Lines Challenge of last year. I still can't believe that's been 12 months. I'm at my local station of Fitchburg right now when this train's pulling out. So without further ado, let's carry on with day 2. Day 2, Worcester. It is 3:50. No, it's just ticked over to 4 o'clock. Just this second ticked over to 4 o'clock on the morning of Tuesday, March 1st. And this, my carriage awaits to see me through the Back Bay station. The first train of the last day. Here come those dings. So in summary, if I could speak over this locomotive for a moment, I can. I've got a big booming voice, you know that by now. I'm taking this train all but one stop, go through the Back Bay station, then from Back Bay I take my one and only trip to Rhode Island, to Wickford Junction. I go back from there to Canton Junction and then take out the branch line to Stoughton after that. Then from Stoughton, I go back into South Station, over to North Station again after that to go to Rockport, where I will incorporate my only rail replacement buses of the trip. We'll still be calling at the stations in question, but not on a train, because nobody can right now. After that's done, I'll take the train back from West Gloucester on that line to Beverley Depot. From Beverley Depot back to Newburyport, and then Newburyport, which I make out to be the most northerly station on the route, back into North Station, and then as long as I make an 11-minute connection at North Station, I should be at Wachusett for 8 minutes past 8 tonight. So we're talking just over 16 hours from now, we'll be all done. I'm over halfway on both counts now. Half the stations are done, half the time is done, as long as the time allocates properly today. I would like to think so, because the schedule yesterday was more fraught with danger than today's is on the whole. Just about the worst it gets is actually that very last connection to get me from Newburyport over to Wachusett. But time will tell. First and foremost, I'm going to enjoy this. And yes, don't get me wrong, I am enjoying being up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Not necessarily enjoying having about 2 hours sleep, but that's fine. I can make up for it tomorrow. But now the train's in, I'm going to go and see my colleague John, my regular conductor for this train that takes me to work on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. Not used to seeing me on a Tuesday. Until now. So, I will check in with you a bit more formally at Back Bay. I'm glad I got about 3/4 of an hour at Back Bay, because then I can grab myself a coffee again. Hopefully, that'll see me right for a little bit. I honestly don't feel that tired right now, so I'll run with it as we got it. For now, however, I will be heading onto the train. So, those of you in Britain, enjoy your mornings. Those of you in America, if you're awake, why? Because you're not doing me. See you in a little while. A nice quiet platform. Everyone's either on board or just not on the another 7 minutes until we head off to CF Green Airport and Wickford Junction. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to turn the camera around for this. You don't like reading dates and names and such backwards. Tuesday, March 1st, 7:38 a.m. That one says exactly the same, and this one says that we are train number 803 to Wickford Junction. Status on time, understandably, because we're here in plenty of time. Trains typically do have about a 10-15 minute dwell time here before carrying on, so that's why we have a nice little period of time stood here and where I can just step off the train for a moment.
Attention.
Taking a bit. Oh, hello.
This is a boarding call for MBTA train 803 en route to Wickford Junction.
That one.
With intermediate stops at TF Green Airport.
Yep, I know that one.
Passengers should proceed to track 3. Please remove any travel documents from their envelope and have them ready for scanning by the conductor. Thank you for choosing MBTA.
Thank you. Proud to. I'm already on track 3, as it happens, because here we are. This is track 3. Oh, by the way, Providence, Rhode Island. There we go. I'm at Providence. I am once again back at Providence. I've only been to Providence once before, and that was the very first time I came to the States back in 2017. So this is no, I tell a lie. No. My wife and I went to see Mumford and Sons back in 2019. But it has actually been 3 years since I was at Rhode Island, but it has been 5 since I took a train here. So we are we're back again, and you know what? Obviously, train's my choice mode of transport. I'm going to flip the camera again. Sorry, just because the auto announcement said, "Oh, please board track 3." Here we are, track 3. Track 3. Yay! So we have 2 stations left on this train. CF Green Airport, which is, I think I'm right in saying, the biggest airport in Rhode Island, and that's kind of easily done given how small Rhode Island is. I think I'm right in saying that Rhode Island is smaller than some counties in England. I've got this, John. It's on the train. It's on the train, and I was warm. There we go. Look, I know it's hot hair. I know I can't avoid it. It's cold enough most of the day to have it on, but not now. Look, when I get back on, I'll probably put it back on. But for the time being, we're good. We're good. You got me all caught out now with the hat hair, John. Come on, man. But yeah, I genuinely think that there are counties that are bigger than the entire state of Rhode Island. I need to look that up exactly what's true on that count. But it's enjoyable. It's nice being back here. It's nice just knowing and thinking you're in a different state. Same in New Hampshire, when I go to New Hampshire. Never been to Connecticut either. I've been through Connecticut, but I've never stopped in Connecticut, as in to get off a train. But still need to go to Vermont. Still need to go to Maine. Well, let's just say that this journey has inspired me to do something even more off-hat. And this is an idea that I came up with even before starting this. But there is a way that you can visit every state in New England in a day. I've worked it out. There's 2 ways you can do it. One of them is much quicker than the other. You either start or finish in Vermont. And if you start in Vermont, it's a lot quicker. A lot quicker.
Attention, please. This is the last call for MBTA train 803 en route to Wickford Junction with intermediate stops. Passengers should proceed
and I'll catch up with you in a bit at Wickford Junction. Probably. We've got about 20 minutes or so there, so if you want another guided tour of somewhere else in Rhode Island, probably just about got time for it. See you in a bit. These things have been an absolute godsend on the trip. 24 pack of 2 bars a piece, $7. Walmart. Clearance. Like well in date by about a year. And very pleasant too. We are at Wickford Junction. So I have a little longer left in Rhode Island, but not too long. We set off 13 minutes from now, 8:35, so I just wanted to give a quick check-in while I'm here. We just moved. That's not in the book. Not sure what that was for. Not to worry. I feel like I should have bought some more of those Pop-Tarts with me. I don't mean for just me eating, but it's nice to actually have a break. All the hard work for this line now is done, except for Kansas Center, then Stoughton, then on the way back into South Station. That's when I take Hyde Park. Hyde Park is a surprisingly difficult one to get because its service is limited almost exclusively to specifically the Stoughton trains, which means that I can't take, for instance, I can't take this train straight to Hyde Park and take it there. It makes more sense for me to go to Canton Junction, then go to Canton Junction to Centre, Canton Centre to Stoughton, and then Stoughton on the way back when I get past Canton Junction that time to go to Hyde Park then. Once again, for the benefit of those just joining, hello and welcome to Wickford Junction. If you were to put that in a mirror for your convenience to get it spelt around the right way, that'd be great. I'm not aware of a way that you can do that or change that on Android or generally Galaxy phones, but I see Brona. Hi Brona. Hello.
This video is sponsored by Nature Valley Crunch Bars. Could without them, I'd be hungry and lacking energy. Afternoon, Nigel. You'd be amazed how alert I feel, all things considered. I have now been, let's just have a quick update on the time, 8:27 right now. So I have been, except for a broken 2¼ hours sleep last night, I've been awake for coming up to 28 hours now. Very nearly 28 hours. Which is fine, because through a combination of plenty of Dunkin' coffee, plenty of water, plenty of these bars, a couple of Aldi own brand Pop-Tarts that you may have been aware of yesterday, and a whole load of enthusiasm for this train network, I'm feeling fine. And now I've just realised it being 8:27 means I've got less than 12 hours to go if everything finishes up right on the right time, and that's a great little milestone. Keep her lit. I'd love to know where that saying comes from. For the benefit of those who are noticing me rubbing my head, it's because I got a haircut on Sunday. There's just a whole load of irritation from how much skin is now exposed to the hat. Excuse me, for how I wear. And it's such a comfy hat as well. It's such a nice, such a warm hat, but it just itches sometimes around here. That's what you get with wool. And it might look like I'm rubbing my eyes. I'm actually not. I've yawned a couple of times this morning, and that's fair enough. But for now, at least for now, I'm feeling good. In fact, I'm going to go as far as saying I feel very good. Now, come 8 o'clock tonight, it'll be a combination of euphoric and like a word that you can't really put in the dictionary. Now in a moment I'm gonna end this current update, this current live stream, so I can do a little bit of research as to a bakery that I think I found in Stoughton. And depending on how much time I've got to go there, then I'm gonna get some fresh, independently baked goods, which I can't really make a comparison to Greggs here. As much as I love Greggs, and I miss Greggs, can't help but love it. Little independent bakery like that. I hope I've thought of the right place as well. I think I have. Haverhill was lovely yesterday, by the way. I really want to go back to Haverhill already. I did not appreciate just how bustling their downtown is, and how simple it is to get to from the train. Really, really simple. And it was nice as well to see honestly, nice to see the freight trains going through as well. Now, I'm not the biggest buff for freight trains whatsoever. I'm really not. But they are, compared to what you operate in the UK, which, if I'm not mistaken, is still a limit of... In fact, Mr. Adam Garnett, who's just joined, might be able to answer this question. From what I remember, you can't run any more than 30 wagons in any one go on any one freight train. I think it's 30, whereas here it's like the number's infinite. If it stretches across 7 different states, then do it. It's a whole different world here. It's a whole different world. Oh, and more. Alistair, hello. Why is it that... Hi Danny, hello. Morning, afternoon. Oh, that's the first time I made that mistake in a long time. Afternoon, you're in Britain. You're in Britain. I'm not. I'm at Wickford Junction, Rhode Island. Now, there is no actual town called Wickford, for what it's worth. This is a suburb, if you like, of, well, pretty much a suburb of Kingston. The setup of the lines here in Rhode Island is a bit weird, because you have other stations in the state. Namely, you have the three that I've been to: Providence, TF Green Airport, and here, Wickford Junction. But past here, you also have Kingston, Rhode Island, not to be confused with Kingston, Massachusetts, that I was at yesterday, which I explained about why it's called Kingston, Massachusetts. And you also have, I need to remember which one's not over the border. There's a town called Westerly in Rhode Island, and I think that is right by the border with Connecticut, because the first station over in Connecticut is a place called Mystic, which apparently has a really good aquarium. So I know Brooke and I would love that. But you can't get between one and the other without going to Providence. So, to put it another way, the trains I've taken here to get from Providence to Wickford Junction, going through TF Green Airport, trains travel on the same line to get to Kingston, Rhode Island, but they run non-stop from Kingston to Providence and vice versa. So you can't change trains here to get to Kingston or to Westerly. You have to change at Providence. No matter where you want to go, you have to change at Providence. I didn't write the rules, and hey, I don't live in this state either, so nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. It'd be nice to have some kind of interconnection between the places. But morning, wife. Morning. Husband's having a jolly in Rhode Island. Rhode Island. Should be on the move any second now. And once we do, I will see you at the station, and I will wrap up this live for the time being. And I will update again when I'm in Stoughton. Hi Mum. Afternoon. Caught me just in time this time, because like I say, I was about to head off the stream as soon as we've left here. And it's been a very productive morning so far, with an awful lot of miles covered, all things considered. I've just heard the buzzers from the conductors, which means that we are about to depart. There go the air brakes, and we are in motion. Little juddery start there. Fare thee well, Wickford Junction, you've been a blast. Quite a radical angle. Didn't mean to do it like that. That will be all. Adam, get back to me about that freight question if you do happen to find an answer somewhere, somehow, I will next update you in Stoughton. I shan't bore you with the comparative simplicity of Canton Junction, although I have naturally been there already, going through here. And before I go, very brief hello to Richard Campaign. Good afternoon, Rich. And catch me again GMT about 3:30. I think I'm due in shortly after 3:30 into Stoughton. 775 meters is the longest it can operate in. Okay, interesting. Trying to work that out in number of like highest number of wagons. Yeah, well, okay, yeah, thanks for the conversion, appreciate that. Basically half a mile, very nearly. We'll leave it at that for now, but I remain intrigued. Therefore, farewell from Rhode Island, and I'll speak to you again in Massachusetts, hopefully with baked goods. Yep, north. And you know the great thing about that is, as per the title of this, the south side's all done now. All of it. Every station, every single station on the south side is finished. So I now have, of the 14 lines that we officially operate, I'm down to 3. 11 have been finished. I just have Newburyport, Rockport and Fitchburg to finish it. That's it. And I'm at North Station right now. I really should have paid attention to whether or not you can do the whole mirror thing that that Noel very kindly offered hints and advice on a little while ago. I am tired now. Heather, that is bizarre that you asked me that the moment I put that. I have had 1 cup of coffee and 1 cup of tea. I've had enough. I don't want to be one of those people that wants to like levitate 2 inches off the ground for how much coffee I've drunk. I'm not one of them. Or tea, for that matter. Not tea either. But I admit I'm feeling a little bit flagged now. Not in a bad way. I'm still mentally absolutely with it, inspired. I feel fresh in my head. You give me a game of chess right now, I'm good. I'm good. And Christmas. Oh, JG, good man. Merry Christmas to you, mate. Merry Christmas. Everybody wish James a Merry Christmas. It's March, so we're 9 months away now, so they can get away with that. They can get away with filming it. Speaking of getting away with filming, I've got to keep an eye on the time. It's 1:24. My train's at 1:35. So we're going to wrap this up in a moment at 1:25. Get inside, check out what track my 1:35 train to Manchester is on, and then the onwards bus from Manchester to Rockport. That's just about the only ropey thing left in all this. I just need 111, the train number for the 1:35. I need that 1:35 to leave. As long as that makes it to Manchester okay, and I've got a bus there at the end of it, we're good. And then as long as the train from Newburyport later on doesn't get me to North Station any more than 11 minutes late, then we're fine. So we've got time. We've got time in this to keep things relatively comfortable. But I will be updating quite a bit now. I'll update at Manchester, possibly on the bus itself, at Rockport, maybe on the bus again, then at West Gloucester or Beverley when I change over, then to Newburyport. I think I've got about 20 minutes at Newburyport, back to North Station, and then as and when I get on the 6:30 back to Wachusett, then party time. And a quick mention just before I go to Guy, who I've just seen pop on. Hello, mate. In regards to Jen as well, because I saw she was watching with you over the last couple of days. But long story short, 99 stations down, 33 to go. I'm going in, literally. Cheerio.